guys, you're watching Matt the Musketeer, and today I want to talk to you about some of the events that took place at the Xbox One reveal a few days ago. Now, I will be talking about all my thoughts and opinions on the Xbox One and the presentation itself in my next video in a few days' time. But for the moment, I want to talk to you guys about the Call of Duty Ghosts reveal that we did see at the Xbox One presentation. Now, first off, this wasn't unexpected. Call of Duty does have strong affiliations with the Xbox. It will still be receiving all of its DLC early on the next generation Xbox, as we do see with the Xbox 360. Now, during this video, you will see that I've tried to match up similar content from the Battlefield 4 trailer and the new Call of Duty Ghosts reveal trailer as well, to try and see how these two different games are going to create very similar situations and scenarios with different graphics and mechanics. So, one of the more interesting facts about the new Call of Duty, this will be the first COD game to be using a completely new engine since Call of Duty 4 back in 2007. Since then, all of the Call of Duty games have been using variations of the IW 3.0 and the IW 4.0 engine. So it's pretty safe to say it was about time Call of Duty upgraded their engine, and it seems they have been doing it in time with the next generation consoles. They are referring to this engine as the next gen engine. Now obviously this is also to compete with the engine upgrades we have been seeing with the Battlefield series. With Battlefield 3 in 2011, we did see the Frostbite 2 engine, which was a completely new engine built from the ground up. And now for Battlefield 4, we are seeing a variation of the Frostbite 2 engine, now called the Frostbite 3. As I said, it isn't a brand new engine, this is a kind of a revamped and reworked and tweaked version of the Frostbite 2 engine, but it is proving to have a lot of new features and be a lot more powerful than the previous Frostbite 2 engine. So what has this new engine from Infinity Ward got to shout about? Well, one of the main features that they have been talking about is something called a sub-D tech. Now the basic idea behind this, it will maintain curvature on objects. So for example, if you see a ball far away and it looks smooth and circular, as you get close to that ball, instead of it suddenly becoming an 8-sided shape, it will maintain its curvature, it will increase the amount of angles on it to try and maintain how smooth that object looks, no matter how close you are to it. They have been using the example of the sights on a weapon, so as you look down the sights of the weapon, they don't suddenly become very jagged, they still look smooth, they still look round. So it's basically an extreme type of anti-aliasing that's going to be built into the engine. Now, other features that they have been boasting about this engine are things like interactive smoke and light. Now, these are kind of features that we are seeing in the next Battlefield engine with Battlefield 4, and we do see them to some extent with Battlefield 3. So these are the kind of things we probably should have expected to see in things like Black Ops 2, but we are going to be seeing these in future Call of Duties with the IW, I want to call it the IW 5.0 maybe, because as I said, we have already seen the IW 4.0 and 3.0 engine. We haven't really been given a name for this engine yet, they have just been referring to it as the next gen engine. And of course, other features that we would expect to see with any new engine are things like the poly count and shaders have massively increased with this new engine. Now of course, these are just the facts and figures that we have been given so far. More importantly, what do you guys think about the gameplay that we have seen in comparison to Battlefield 4? Do you think this new engine is up to scratch? Do you think it's going to be up to competing with the Battlefield 4 engine with Frostbite 3? Do you think this could kind of turn around the Call of Duty series, which has been looking pretty stale recently because it's been using this very old engine and all of the games have looked pretty much the same since Call of Duty 4? Now, personally, from the gameplay we've seen so far, I do think these graphics are a massive improvement from the graphics we have seen in previous Call of Duties. That said, they're not that revolutionary, they're not that amazing. To be honest, they're the kind of graphics I would have expected to see from things like Modern Warfare 3 onwards. So to be honest, they are a massive improvement on old COD graphics, but really, you know, they're not that impressive against things like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, they kind of, you know, they just look run-of-the-mill. So, to be honest with you, it does feel like Call of Duty is only just now catching up with the graphics game. But these are just my thoughts and opinions. More importantly, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Which of these two games do you think looks more impressive so far? Which of these two games are you more looking forward to? And which of these two games do you think will be more successful? Tell me all in the comment section below. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a rating and a comment. It does help me out a lot. And in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.